In my dreams I pick you up. I just wanna make it right. I know all about your trouble.
Okay, so our mast is up, and today is putting up our sails day. So basically, it's our first time doing it, so we're not exactly sure how to do it. We are going to take the mainsail, which is right here, feed it into this slot over here. That should allow it to attach to one of these shackles, pull it all the way up, and then the main should be up. We chose today because even though it's a little cloudy, there actually is not almost any wind at all, so should allow us to do this without having the sail blow away from us.
So one of the hardest things about this installation is space and access. So basically, this is a solid piece with access points here, here, and visualization from this angle, but you can't actually get your fingers past. I can't get my fingers past about this point, and so everything has to be done basically like this. And if you come closer, I can show you the points that we need. So this guy, these are all called shackles. This guy is going to attach to the head of our mainsail. This guy here is going to attach to the tack of our mainsail, which means basically this goes all the way to the top, which means I have to take off this shackle here, hook this top of the sail in, and then move it up, and then I have to unhook this, actually turn it around, and then hook the edge that comes closest to this, the bottom edge that comes closest to this. And then if you follow this angle back this way, we will attach what will be the clew or the back part of the mainsail back there. So again, the hardest part of all of this is access, and so we're gonna start with this guy and get him into position. So our first of 3 successes is we got the shackle off, we fed this loop in here, and we used our fingers to put that bolt through and tighten it. And so now this is gonna go slide upwards using this. And there's a little track on the inside here that the track of the sail is gonna go through. So the next thing is to feed that appropriately. All right, second part success. We got this shackle opened, reversed, got the part of the sail, attack of the sail in, and this is secured. Now the only thing left is the clew, which is the back part of the sail, the back bottom part of the sail. Once we get that attached, then we can start to feed this guy into a groove that's in the inside of the mast, and the mast should go up.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Before sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Okay, so we are leaving Birch-Haven for the last time in probably a very long time. It's been really great here. We've had, it's been our first home on the boat, a nice marina for a month to really let us kind of get our feet under ourselves, get our feet wet with the boat, and really just figure out how to live on the boat and what we want to do with it. So now that we have our sails up and our time is up at Birch-Haven, we're heading off to basically Spa Creek, which is Annapolis's main harbor. We're going to moor off over there, and there's a storm coming in tonight, not a big one, but it'll be our first time riding out a storm on a mooring, and actually spending a night on a mooring as well. So that should be very interesting. So yeah, it'll be our first time completing picking up a mooring ball. We started doing it last time, and then we realized they were private, so in a different spot. So yeah, we're gonna go head over there and try our luck again.
All right, ready to turn our engine off?
Let's do it. So we've got our mainsail up, and we're going to turn the engine off. And well, not really going to do much sailing today because there's not much wind, but we're at the very least going to turn the engine off, just get comfortable with just having to sail up for a little while. And numbers around us are in the situation we want to be in. I'm going to go ahead and start the engine. Alright, so for the very first time, we are here out on the water with just a sail up. We don't have both of our sails up today. We're just practicing with the mainsail. But yeah, much quieter without the engine running, so that's very nice. And we'll just kind of play around with the different tacks with just having our main up and see how that goes.
How does it feel?
Scary. It would be nice to have our engine on so I could get out of here if anything went wrong, but gotta get used to sailing without the engine.
We moored in Eagle Alley by historic downtown Annapolis, a once capital of the United States and home of the U.S. Naval Academy. Downtown can be reached by a water taxi or a short dinghy ride for a stroll, shopping, or grabbing some dinner.
We've made it to Annapolis, and we are in Spa Creek, which is the main harbor for Annapolis. We've picked up one of the 40 mooring balls they have out in the middle of the bay. And yeah, we're basically here for the night. Unfortunately, a big storm seems to have blown in right behind us, so we had a couple hours of sun, but now it's a little windy and a little stormy. But yeah, we might get the water taxi, which comes right to your boat. That might take us into town. We know of a good dinner place, so we might check that out. And this has been really great to take our own boat, go on a mooring ball all by ourselves, and explore the city just on our own. And after this, we'll head out and keep heading north. Probably hit up some more rivers and creeks as we go up, and try some anchorages, and just get more practice with sailing. so it's our I guess after our first night here in Annapolis, and the weather has not been great. Unfortunately, it's been raining for about a full day now. Looks like it's going to rain for another full day. And we're checking out the state of our AGM batteries, and unfortunately they are most of the way down. According to the voltage, they're about 10% left in them. So we want to really save that for charging any of our devices and also our fridge. So this morning we're just going to try out our propane system so that we can cook with that rather than using our electricity up for that. So to do that, we need to get the propane stove working. So this is this guy over here. It's a Force 10 propane stove. So just like a stove at home, we have 2 burners. We have an oven down here. So right now we don't have any gas. We turn on to light and we try to light it. Nothing should happen. And that's because no propane is running. The way it works is that in addition to the propane valves outside, there's also an electric solenoid here that we flip this on, should open the route to the gas. So now if I try to do it, oh sorry, this is the solenoid over here, so if I have it open. So now that this is open, if the gas tank valves are working correctly, no gas should be coming through. This also tells us there's no gas left over in the line, which is also a good sign. So we're going to go ahead and shut off the solenoid for now, go outside, open our propane, and then try this again. All right, much time later, we actually couldn't screw the propane in, so we kind of gave up on it and went to lunch. Thought about it for a while, came back, was able to figure out how to just turn it in the right direction to get it turned down. Okay, so stove off, no light. Solenoid open means that the propane can now flow to the stove. But still, nothing should happen until we turn the stove on. And now we have working stove from our propane tanks. And if we kill this switch over here, it should die down slowly because the solenoid has killed the flow of gas. And then we can turn off the stove. All right, so yeah. Now we don't need, well, as we need it, we have propane available to cook with.
It is a bright and sunny morning finally, and we are heading out from Annapolis Harbor. We're gonna make our way slightly north. It has been an awesome 48 hours in that we found out a lot about our boat. It's the first time that we've moored. So we felt, and been through a storm, really, even though it wasn't a big storm. You know, we felt the 1 to 4 foot waves, we slept through it, we cooked through it, we pushed our batteries through it, and there are things that I think we need to fix up, but it isn't quite time yet to spend full days of boat projects yet, so it is a list that we're starting to make, and we'll make the adjustments as we go.
I just wanna make it right. I know all about your troubles. Wanna drown into your eyes and feel your blues.